Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So I forgot to get my whiteboard out there, so give me a second. May 2024 Saturday Series video number 3. This is for the Avid. This is an Avid card for the Avid stamper. This is also in the Regals, which I should probably pop that down on my whiteboard, because when I go to upload it, the Regal colors, and I was really surprised at just how darling, guys, this card is. It really, it's really outstanding in my opinion. I can't wait till I do something for an extreme. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so great. So this is what we're using: the Submarine Life Builder Punch and the Submarine Life Stamp Set. Now, let's go over what you are going to need. Oh, you guys can't see it yet. Wait till you see. I'm so excited to share with you. All right, so we have a clear envelope and my mailer, which hopefully will set right there. Then, oh, I don't have a card base. I'm like, where's the card base? No card base. That's not good. I have one cut. Let's just make sure I get the right. Okay. White card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, because I almost did this on a real red card base, you know, the whole thing, but it really needed that little white border. So there we have it. Then we have layer number 1 is real red, Regal Collection, 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to have that nice little border. Now you guys might be surprised at, we are using the delightfully Eclectic this side. This is the DSP 3 3/4 by 5. It's gonna be great. I have this little strip in case I want to use that, and then I have this little bit here. Oh, I did my sentiment strips. Okay, so I have my sentiment strip. Layer number 1 is 3/8 by 4 1/4, which we're gonna cut these down. And number 2 is a 1/2 inch by 4, and at least by 4. These are just scrap bits that I pulled out. And then, where is this one? Oh my goodness, this one did not, how is that not on there? Oh, layer number 2, 2 5/8 by 4. Now this is a stitched rectangle die. Just, I had it in my scrap bit, but it does measure 2 5/8 by 4. You don't have to have the stitched rectangle die. We are not using scrap paper for the sub. You could, my sample has that. I have this little bit left, and I would like to use this for my submarine. And then you need a scrap piece of window sheet. This is not real good window sheet. This is like, I don't know what this is from, but I found it and I'm like, oh, So maybe something came on. Could also be like the stuff that your stamps, the clear polymer stamp sets come on. So you just need a scrap bit of that, which if I don't put this somewhere, I'm not sure, I'm gonna end up losing it. Let's set it hopefully there. If not, I'll have to cut another one when I get around to it. All right, can you see this? I wish I had an easy way to zoom in for you, but this camera does not do the thingy anyways. Let me see if I pan over a little bit. So you're going to see I have all these little colored bits of baker's twine, and you're going to need quite a bit. So you're going to need one, a basic one. This happens to be gray and white just because that's what I had. I did 6 inches. Then I cut 4 that are red and white. I cut 3 that are yellow, and I cut 4 that are blue and white. All right. And then I tied them. Let me see if I grab a piece here. Show you how I did this. So let's pretend this is my string. This is the one I use. So I taped like so to make it nice and tight. And then I individually tied these. Now I did 3 inches because it was easier for my big hands to tie these. So I tied them alternating the colors just like that. I was careful to keep, it's going to be at an angle, which is great. That's what I wanted. But make sure your knot is on the top. And if you don't have this taped down, it will turn. So then I took little tweezers like this, the reverse tweezers that Miss Beautiful Tammy gave me, and I cut. Yes, I cut every single one of them this way. That's why we're not doing this on camera. But I'm showing you. Ta-da! That's how I did it. And I just have a whole bunch of them stuck over there, which I'm not moving this until I need it. That can go over there. I'll get that off of it later. And let's see about getting the tape off. That's first things first. Let's go over that so I don't forget to go over it. And ooh, we got lots of color. You ready? Look at this little cutie. Do you see that? This is all the little pieces. This way was much easier than what I did here. And I don't know if you can see this, but right here, that's my window sheet. Ha 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 ha. This is the blueberry bushel stamped onto white. This is basic gray. Here we have a little wave going. It goes swoop, right? We're going to do that. And then the inside, really, really cute. So this is the card we're making. I'm going to set that up there. Now we are going to start doing some blending. Remember, this is designed for the Avid stamper. Yeah, I had to fiddle with my glue, so hopefully this is going to be big enough. Oh, it's going to be perfect. So we're going to start off with our 2 5/8 by 4. We're going to start with Blueberry Bushel, which I got to get all my blue stamps here. So Blueberry Bushel and my blue blending brush. Going to pick up some ink, going to tap it off, and now I'm going to come in here. And I'm not really like worried over it. I just want some color, because then we're going to add some pretty peacock to this. So I don't want too much. I want some white in there. We're going to leave that open. Just move those aside. Move the blending brush. We're going to bring in pretty peacock. We're getting a marine look to our, oh my god, you see all this? Yikes. Did I have all that on me when I started? I don't think so. Oh, it's under, my nail is stained blue. It's a good thing I got nail polish on. Okay, picking this up. Pretty peacock. Gonna come in, because you know the ocean has different tones of blue. That's what we're making here. Oh, really pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. I don't do nearly as much as I should with the blending, but here we go. We're doing some different techniques. All right. Pretty peacock's going to go aside. Miss TT, you just lay yourself down. Now, as the Regals do not have a color for sand, I chose the pecan pie because I haven't used pecan pie yet with this stamp set. This is our sandy bottom. I'm going to bring it right down to the bottom. And it's going to be nice in that rich, deep color that's going to be able to stand out against. Looks like I need to add a little bit more. So I'm going to turn it this way because I missed some. Why is it like missing? There we go. That will work. All right, so that's all for the pecan pie. We just needed a little help from pecan pie. Now we're going to do our seaweed in Pretty Peacock. So over here on this side, we're going to get partial And then we're going to bring it a bit and stamp off. So we want a little bit of that shadowing. So over here, I'm not getting the whole stamp. There we go. That's it. That's all we're doing with that one. And Pretty Peacock is all done. Ugh, it's a very stiff pad. Next, we are going to do our propeller waves right here. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I see it. We have it off. So we're going to stamp off. And I'm going to stamp off first. Then I'm going to bring it over here. Now I know, here's my little sub, right? I know that he is going to come up near the top of it because I want the periscope coming off of this little bit. So let's see. Right, like that looks good. Remember, this is stamped off. All right, and this was, of course, another one of the neutral colors, which is gray granite. Got quite a bit of use with this month with this one. All right, and my little sub is going back with the rest of everything. Now we're going to add some details on here, and where I'm thinking fingers, right? We're going to add some red crabs instead of gray granite because it's going to pull the eye there. So we're going to have a few little red crabs, and I have my little bird on here as well. So let's just take the birdie off for the moment. We want them 1, 2, we're going to do 3. I did only 2 last time, but there we have it. We have 3 this time around. And real red is a Regal, so I'm going to stick that right back where it goes. Next, we're having crushed curry. This one, guys, I'm going to do a test because I over inked my ink pad. So we're going to test it stamped off and then full strength. We're going to have to go full strength, but like very gently. So I'm going to put this like right there. That's better. Like got really messy last time. Really, really messy. All right. Crushed curry. Next, we're going to do our little crab, but I need my little submarine again. And I need my little propeller prop. I already stamped this in basic gray, another one of the neutrals. I stamped the propeller prop and the periscope in basic gray and punched it out just to save a little time. But what I need this for here is I need to see where to stamp my crab, because on my sample, this bottom part of the propeller prop, we need the real red again. The crab got covered up part of his face, and I don't want that this time. So I do want it up a little further, because like I said, I want that periscope. So we're going to bring our crab like right there. Much, much better. We're going to be using that again. Now we're going to go to our fish. And the fish is in gorgeous grape. All these rich jewel tones. That's what the Regals remind me of. All the jewel tones. So here we're going to do 2 fish. I'm going to let it sit a minute. Oh, I didn't let it sit long enough, I think. Then almost all 3. Because we're doing a school. You guys have seen me do this all month. And partial. And I'm going to turn it this way. And I'm going to do a little school of fish here. But this time we're going to go there. And just partial. And we're going to put a few up there. All right. So our little scene has come together and really hasn't taken that much time. So I know I'll be pulling some of these colors back out when we do the inside and our mailer. So next we are going to set that aside, and it's time to stamp the sub, which is the blueberry bushel, which I have the blueberry bushel all over me. Again, it is somewhere on the ink pad because it's like, and I just showered, guys, a couple hours ago. I have physical therapy tomorrow, and I wanted to shower. So our little sub, where's my, our scrap piece here. Now I think I want to stamp off and then stamp our sub. If it doesn't come out, I can always do it in white. I just want to give it a minute. Yep, that did not come out. It needs to be full strength. Okay, I really do want to do this way. So let's try. Excuse me. Hopefully, if not, I'll do it on the white. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. Yes. Love it. We still need this. We still need that. So we're going to go ahead and punch our sub. This is just on a piece of the Delightfully Eclectic. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. Now we got to punch our little windows. And to do that, let's put that over there. Where's my little punch? I showed you guys my little sets of these little punches that are retired from Stampin' Up, but this is 3/8 of an inch. So I want to punch where the white would have been, like here. I'm punching out those circles. The middle one is not going to let you do it without bending it a bit. And this is okay because I'm going to bend it here. And then it's just giving me like some lines on my sub, which if you've seen a submarine, it's got some distinction. Just make sure that you don't bend it too much. But there's that one. So now you're just going to see I'm going to have that little crease. But for me, that's okay, because if you've ever seen a submarine, they have some. So I'm going to do it intentionally. I'm going to have a crease here and a crease there. And then those two little bits, those three actually. Now it's time for the window sheet, which we could actually punch it out of this. So let's do that. Didn't know why I didn't think of that. I can just, nope, it won't punch. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was not gonna work. Well, I can fussy cut it now that I did a rough punch. We don't need that bit. Oh, it punched some of it. Maybe if I hadn't have been like all the way, like I said, I'm not sure what this plastic is, but a window sheet would work. Whether or not you can punch a window sheet, I have never tried that. So let's see. This now is going to go behind. Oh, I did punch a little bit of my sub there. So I'm going to have to modify my little angles here. That's all right. I don't think anybody's going to notice that I got my little sub punched a little too much. So there we go. Or you could just do the straight little, I almost forgot where it is. Can you see this? That bit. But we're going to go with the submarine one because I just did it. And I'm going to adhere it with some tear tape. I'm so sad that my sub I didn't do it. Oh, I don't need it up there. I just need across the way there. I don't have acrylics anymore. My nails are so weak. They need to grow out and be strong. Not that they were ever very strong to begin with. Almost lost the sub. Come on. It must go this way. Yes. All right. So we have our little windows there. We have a little hatch on the bottom. We're going to call it good at that. And now we're going to glue, which now we can't. Oh my goodness, Alice. Honey, sometimes you make it difficult on yourself. So now I got to use some tear tape to adhere the periscope and don't do the punch thing. So I got to put a little bit up at the top. That I could have used glue. But I need some like right here, and it just needs a smidgen. There, we're going to go ahead and add that to it too. Give it a rub down. So it comes off nice and easy. All right, so the propeller, the prop, goes there. And our little periscope goes there. Now we can't put this down yet. We're going to put it on dimensionals. We can do that now though. So we're going to do some of the sides. So there, oops. And we need come on. There, but we can't put it down because we got to put some fishies here. So I need I need holes. This one is missing its holes. Huh. Let's see if I can. Oh, this is not gonna, we're gonna have to make ourselves. That didn't stick because there was nothing for it to stick to. We're gonna have to make ourselves a sub. We're just gonna stamp it in white. I mean in blue, real quick. We need one for good measure. There we go. We're not keeping it. We're just gonna punch it, punch the holes because I need the holes because I forgot. I need the holes. You'll see why in a minute. So there's our sub. And where's my little punch? So we need, actually we don't need the one in the middle. We just need the two sides. We will be keeping this sub. We're going to keep it in the stamp set actually. So here's our little sub. There it is. Right. Perfect. So we need our gorgeous grape. See, we need to stamp, and all I did is use it as a guide. And then I need a little scrap bit. You can see I did it here because there's some fish. I need a fish right there. So I'm going to hold this here. I'm using this finger to get it where I want it. To keep it right up there, and then I'm going to stamp again. And I got that there, but that's all right. Hopefully it will be unnoticeable. I should put a dimensional on the back of these propellers. Even if it's just a bit of them. Let's see. Doesn't help when you can't grip it. Because we don't want any terrible thing to happen. and probably one up on the periscope. Just because if I'm putting them on the prop, I'm going to put a bit of one on the periscope. Could have done mini, but we're just going to do that little chunk. All right, time to put our submarine down. Be mindful of our fishies. Oh my gosh, look at that. You're not even going to notice where I made the boo-boo. So there is our gorgeous submarine. Ha! Wait till you see it on the paper. It comes out so cool. At least in my opinion. I am happy. So I'm going to put my little punch away back in the little drawer. My window sheet. Not sure if that'll even survive. All right. We need to stamp. We're not done. We need to stamp. Where's the sentiment business? We need to get that done. Can't put it together without this. So you know how I like to walk my stamp. So we're going to bring real red in. And I want to leave room because I'm going to fold this over the edge. So I'm going to come like right about here. Gorgeous. Yes. And the mailer, I don't know where the mailer is. I don't know what I'm going to stamp on the mailer yet. I didn't get that far. So now we're going to bring in this trimmer, score tool, whatever you want to use. And I want to use the light blade. And I just want to score somewhere around here. I'm not going... So, right about there. I just want to crease it so it folds over. And then it's going to sit in there like so. And we're going to have that little edge of the red behind there. And we are going to do this. Where are my other scissors? So I'm going to snip this off. And then snip in the middle. We're going to flag it. After all, it's a nautical themed little card. Oops. Afraid I'm going to get my fingers pinched. There's my flagging. Now we're going to glue. Maybe. We're going to work on the glue. All right. I think I had a little bit bigger of a border on my sample, but that's okay. So I'm going to tuck that up there. Yikes. Because I want it folded over the edge. Then I'm going to snip this off about there. And I'm going to flag this in now. And there we have it. That is going on our card. But there's a trick to this. To get the little swoop up the top, we need the dimensionals, which I just tucked up in here. So we're going to put 2 dimensionals in the center. 1 and 2. Then I'm going to use tear tape, and I want tear tape because I really want it strong. I'm going to put a bit there, a bit there, and a little bit more, sorry, but necessary. Oh, that's a little too much there. Oh my goodness, I don't even have the card layers together yet. We'll have to rectify that in a minute. I can still take the tear tape off. I can do it. I can even go ahead and take those backings off while I'm here. We'll just set it aside and then we'll glue the rest of the card down. Alright, so that's set aside. This is, and we have our layers to come in, which, okay, I did. That's the inside. We have to glue these two and then we're going to stick our ribbon on, and I will show you how we're going to do that. Can you believe I'm using the opposite side? I mean, this is such adorable little paper. Little print, I should say. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Get it centered-ish, right? Then more tear tape. Yes, more tear tape. What I did is I came in here and I wanted this right here. So we're going to glue this down. And this is, yes, going down. No dimension, because we have all that dimension on our submarine. I really want to go to the library and print up words that say, prepare to dive, right? That's what I feel like. Yes. Or emergency blow. All right, so now I'm going to take some tear tape. Let's see, and we want, there's me, from here to here is an inch, so I want this right at the half-inch mark. Let's just tear it off. If I need to add more, which I do, I can add a bit more. I think I can get away with that. So we're gonna need to give it a rub down, pull it up, and then all that work I did, here we go. I'm gonna lift this up, guys, and I am gonna slide my little knots, because I don't want to disturb them as far as having them stay where I had them. Quit moving. I have this bottom one, and I only tied them once. All right, they're down. They're down. Let me get it pulled up now. Then you can bring it around the back. I'm going to add a little bit of tear tape to just make sure nothing goes amiss. I'm not going to take the backing off. I'm using it like Scotch tape, but I just want to make sure nothing goes wrong. So there you have it. Now what I did is I came in and I ran the take your pick tool or your pokey tool, whichever one you like. You could use scissors. I just pulled apart. This is why I also did the prep work. I just pulled them apart. Come on. And the tear tape behind this now is going to help my knots, because I only knotted it once. I didn't want great big knots on this. I wanted little knots. Knots? Knots as far as how fast Submarine goes? Yes. That one's really short. It's okay. All right, so isn't that sweet? Look at that. Now, we're going to do a little bowing here. I want to push this and don't know, see, but I got my thumb here and I am going to make it a little bowed there. It has the dimension in there just to give it a little cushion, but you gotta like squeeze these two ends in to get that effect here. Can you see it right here? How it lips out. It is just too cute. And then, oh, where did they go? The darn little doodads. Oh, no, 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 no. You went missing. I had 4 little white bits left over. Let me give it a quick look. Oh, no, you did not go away. Come on. Why me? There's my card base. Mr. Frog is going to go in the container. I can't believe they're lost. They're going to show up at the most inopportune moment. Well, let's... Oh, no, no. No, see, they're like these. I wanted to put these on. These were from a paper pumpkin. And now I don't see them. And I saved them. I was like, yes, I have enough to do. And that's not good. Oh! Got them! Alright. Let's put that over there, that over there. We're going to glue our card base, and you're going to see the white is going to make it sing. Look, the white just sets it off. The red is okay. The white behind it is what it's all about. And I just glued it, but I was very good about the glue. I didn't want it too bulky or it'll cost a fortune to mail. I just added lots of glue. And if the glue wasn't so darn cold, it would come out of the bottle. Even the heater that I turned on is not helping. How are we doing? Not too bad. Okay, so down we go. Adorable little card. Like I said, this just counted as the escape hatch, right? Or the Special Forces hatch. Really, really cute card. So, I know I have 4 of these. So, 1, 2, 3. So, we're going to do 1 here. I'm not going to do them in the snail. 2 there. But we're going to use all 4 of them because we can, right? And 1 right there. And then you could use this for behind there if you wanted to. And 1 right there. Oh, we forgot the bubbles. Do I add? I guess we just don't have any bubbles on here. Nope, there's no bubbles on this one, guys. We'll do bubbles on the inside because I forgot the bubbles. All right, inside I did You Are Sublime. Right in the center. And I did the wee little fishies. These big smiley goldfish fishies is what they remind me of. We did those down here. And then we did bubbles. And then we're going to do the fish, the starfish in the yellow. Which, of course, yes, I put it away in the tower. I got to bring them down a little bit more like here. And bubbles. He needs bubbles. We need them to go this way. All right, that's the inside of the card. Now let's do the mailer. And please don't let nothing happen to that. Too much time spent on it, right? All right, Stampin' Pierce mat. My magnificent ocean scene. We need the pretty peacock again. Or do we just want to do... We're going to do Floating By to Say Hi in Real Red. And then we're just going to do fish. So no pretty peacocks seaweed. We're going to do blue goldfishies. Ha! And bubbles. Yes, we're going to have bubbles. We're going to do bubbles over here. And bubbles like right there. Because you know I love the bubbles. And there. That's what we got. Alright, let's close up if you don't mind here. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's some of the ink, and there's more ink on me. Yes. Let's just close them all up. So I can clean my hands off for the last time. My hands are so dry right now. They're cracked. I need to get one of those, what do you call it? Those hot wax things for your hands. I really do, because I use so much hand sanitizer. It's scary. And I'm always cleaning something. Something or other is always being cleaned. Getting my hands in the laundry, you name it, I do it. Hand sanitizer again. We don't need this anymore. And you guys are like, come on, honey, just show us the card, right? Okay, let's show the cards. So we don't need this. We don't need that. We need the envelope though. So here we go in its little mailer. The card we just made with the window sheet or the covering for polymer stamps or the backing for polymer stamps. Our little flags, knotted flags for our little sub. This is my sample. See how the propeller covers up his face? In this one, we have a little bit of a pattern in the background because we used the scrap of the DSP and we stamped our sub. We got the swoop there, and you are sublime, and that's our card, guys, for this video. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. I just sharing with you my projects, guys, it makes my day. I'm gonna do little touches. I'm gonna do the propeller. Oh, I got a lot on here. A lot. I'm just touching it up with some Wink Estella. Oh, cute. Of course, yes. And the periscope and the little hatch at the top of the sub. This one will get there. And this one, of course, has the bubbles, and we don't have... Oh, wait a minute, guys. I have an idea for bubbles. I can add bubbles. Wait till you see. Let me just add a little bit. All right. We can add bubbles. Look at this. The Pearlized Enamel Effect Basics. I don't know if this is going to carry over to the catalog, but you can add bubbles. I'm going to add me some bubbles. Two, three. Ooh, the alcohol did not work well on the... That's okay. Too much. Let's see. We got bubbles there. And we got bubbles, and we're going to put some over here too. Just because, you guessed it, because we can. So now I need a bubble there. And a bubble there, just because I can. Yes, I said because I can, and we can. So now I have bubbles in my ocean, or little pearls. It's up to you. If I had little pearls, I'd be a rich person on that one. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for making my day, for your comments, for your thumbs up, your likes, Subscribe, please, if you're not subscribed. It's okay if you don't want to. If you don't do that, I do understand. But if you do enjoy my videos, it does help me out when you do subscribe. So thank you very much, and I invite you to come back and visit me again in my Wonderland. Bye-bye, everybody.